So June, do you want to tell us a little bit about today's event at the Forest Recreation Ground?
Yes, this is a 150-year event in that the tree that we're going to put in this afternoon is a second Inclosure Oak, which will record the fact that the first one went in 150 years ago, it's still there, and that itself, in fact, was to show that the Inclosure Act had been passed at last 20 years before, and now the award had come. So this was celebrating the award, which is 20-year-old already.
Okay, and the award meant what to the people of Nottingham?
The people of Nottingham have been confined within a very small space in the city centre, town centre, surrounded by huge empty fields that belongs to lots of different people. And the spaces had to be used for housing, and so it was enclosed. But in order to keep some of the open space available for the citizens of Nottingham, 130 acres were kept. And that is still here in almost every instance. And the forest is part of it, the arboretum is part of it, and we're celebrating the fact that all these marvellous open spaces are still here. And there are more here in this city than there are in any other place in the country. We're lucky if they've got one or two, and in most cases none.
Okay, that's fantastic. And what was the forest used for in previous times?
It was outside the boundary of the cultivated land. It was what they call a waste. And so it was used for all sorts of things. It was used for pasturing. You could put your cattle here, but it was also used for other things, sports of various sorts, visiting, mountebanks, anyone who wanted to turn a penny, showing something to the citizens, and public hangings, which were a sort of celebration too, I suppose. And the race course was partly here, partly in London, beyond the other side of the what's now Riviera Boulevard. So there's this great big race course, and there was a special grandstand put up. Huge amount of money it cost to put up, and after only about 20 years they've realised it's not going to be so much use.
Okay, and the forest is still used for lots of sports things and use there, isn't it? So that tradition is carried on now.
Well, it is a recreation ground. These are all public recreation grounds, now open for free recreation for anybody who wants to come and do it, who doesn't be a nuisance to anybody else. So that's what it's for. And so people come to play football, to run around, to take their dogs, do handstands, to play them. You've seen people playing bagpipes here too. Do whatever you think is recreational, you can come and do.
That's great. And am I right in thinking that the Nottingham City Council has recently put a massive investment in the new sports zone that's opening, and various amounts of money put into the park?
The lottery bids produce a lot of money to improve the forest for everybody, and that's what we're really proud about.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff, June. Much appreciated.
be here today. Thank you so much for inviting us to this really important occasion. We're really pleased to be here. That's war, peace, our band, our catchers. We call ourselves the Friends of the Giants. The Giants were presented to Sheffield, the city of Sheffield in 1992, following a cultural exchange. They were a present from the government of Catalonia, which is in Spain, to a town which is north of Barcelona, from Manresa, north of Barcelona. So they came here to Sheffield. They were presented to the city, to the Lord Mayor on the town hall steps, and the moulds that these heads were made from were smashed. So these giants are unique. Smashing of the moulds was two things. It showed that the giants were complete, and it showed that they will be unique. There'll never be any two giants like this. gentlemen, that was called the Fountain Dance. Thanks for your applause. Can we have some special applause for our band, please?
Come across here, please, and see what's going to happen. Hello. Down here, please.
Hello everybody, for those who don't know me, I'm Dave Trimble and I'm the portfolio holder for Leisure and Culture in Nottingham. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, Sheffield Giants, to what is a very important event for this city. In 1865, 150 years ago, the Lord Mayor of Nottingham planted that oak tree just there. And it marked the Nottingham Inclosure Act being passed. And the Inclosure Act is still the bedrock of our green and open space in the city. My portfolio includes libraries, leisure centres, theatres, museums, events, sport and heritage buildings. It doesn't sound much if you say it fast. And whilst I love all of those, parks and open spaces has always been my real passion. And people who know me know that. In the last 7 years, despite austerity and £100 million worth of cuts, we have invested over £30 million in Nottingham and our parks and open spaces. £7 million of that was invested here on the forest. I'm very proud of a small parks team that has won the National Parks Team of the Year award 4 times in the last 6 years and 3 times in a row. That as a city we've gone from 4 green flags to 22 green flags, 2 heritage green flags, 3 university green flags, and even more importantly 15 community green flags. That's the most green flags of any place in the entire country. And it's a fantastic achievement by all of our communities and in Nottingham, and that includes our friends groups playing really important parts of that. So today it gives me that chance to say thank you very much to all of our friends groups, all of the people that contribute tirelessly to our parks in Nottingham. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce the General Secretary of the Open Spaces Society. It's the oldest conservation organisation in the country, and it was formed in the very same year that tree was planted. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Kate Ashbrook to come and plant our second oak tree to mark that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that introduction, and I'm really delighted to be here because it's a wonderful coincidence that my organisation, which was founded in 1865 as the Commons Preservation Society, should have been founded the very year that you planted the tree here in Nottingham and began to celebrate and enjoy this wonderful park. And I do congratulate everybody who's been involved over the years in maintaining this park, because it really is a glorious open space. And it's a great thing for urban people to have these green lungs where they can get out and just feel free. And my organisation, founded 150 years ago, recognised that. We were founded at the end of the Inclosure movement. At the time, it's rather strange when we think about an Inclosure Act giving us a park, but in the awards that followed the Act, land was allotted to the people. In most cases, nothing like enough. And my organisation was fighting in its early days to win open spaces, win back the commons for the people. So this is a tremendous example of that early Victorian endeavour to get spaces for the people, for us all to enjoy. And there are towns and cities all over the country which have open spaces thanks to those far-sighted people back in the mid-Victorian era. So it is a tremendous honour to plant the second oak tree here in the forest and to celebrate with you this glorious open space, and to think that perhaps in 50 years time my successor will be planting the third oak tree. So I think I now go ahead with the planting. Where are the cameras? Here? Yeah. Right.
Anytime.
Gonna do it over again, I know.
Three.
Need another one?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Keep going. Right, I'm going to stop there.
And it's my role today to do two things. First, to tell you a bit more about the Inclosure Act lands, its past, present and future, and second, to exhort you about planting trees.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben, this is John. The final dance we're going to do is the very first one that was developed. It's called Geordies, and it was named in honour of the man who made these joints for us. So this is Geordies.
paragraph by the side, it's inspired by the legacy of the Butterley Brick Company, a magnificent local company that did mining and engineering and all sorts of interesting things. A major employer in the East Midlands until very recently. Butterley, I'm not going to mention Trevor. Trevor used to work there! Morris, and that was Butterley.
So the Latin name is Patinus cross, which means hybrid Hispanica. You'll sometimes see it called Patinus hybrida. You sometimes see it called Patinus acerifolia, because the leaves are very like maple leaves. So it can be easily mistaken. Yeah. You can see the fruits. You see those little pom-pom things dangling down there. They're the fruits. They're very different from the maple. And this is the kind of tree that, if we've got the space, we need more of. Particularly in these are sort of the lungs of the city, or the air conditioning system. People sometimes refer them to that.
How many are these on the forest? Is this the only one?
No, there's avenues of them. Yeah, good job. A lot of people don't realise it's a very good timber as well. I don't really advertise that too much because
they're chopping it down.
Yes.
You want it to grow.
But the wood's called lace wood.
It's called what?
Lace wood, which gives you an idea that it has very nice figure.
Fine grain.
Yeah, lovely.
Sweet tree. I mean, how are they with all the heavy pruning? Obviously, in the street, you can't keep it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, they were all.
That affected.
They're very tolerant. It's one of its big beauties. They put up with so much, and you can't pollard them.
Get out of the street.
Yes, yeah.
It's very high up the canopy, isn't it? Yeah. All the branches have been cut off.
This is a lovely example. You see quite a few of them have the big birds that make a mess of them. So difficult to. I measure this every now and again, and this is still growing fast. It's 150 now. They can there's trees in London that are 250 years old and look perfectly healthy. It's reckoned that they probably live 500 years. So they're going to do a great job for us for a long, long time.
It's got a yew, I think, growing up in it.
Well, it's a holly.
Is it a no?
Sorry, yew. Beg your pardon. Yeah. That's what you call a cuckoo tree. Yeah, it's a slang.
Cuckoo tree. I like that.
Obvious reasons.
Nice.
I should imagine Volkswagen would be interested in a tree like this.
Are you sorry?
Volkswagen.
Very interesting.
Absorbing
Good point.
particles, etc.
Yeah, we should make them go plant the load more, Volkswagen, as their tenants.
Well, like Tom was saying, we should all plant a tree. I mean, this is one that we need more of, definitely. Yeah, I'm afraid not a garden tree. Yeah, I agree. But they are planted down Milton Street. If you look around town, once you get your eye in, there have been a few planted. Yeah. Okay, we'll press on.